Hey everyone, this is DHTV, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you some popular apps that have taken over since Flappy Bird has been pulled off the App Store. So if you don't have Flappy Bird and you still want that Flappy Bird experience, here are some alternative apps that'll allow you to play that game. Let's get started. Alright, so quickly, if you have never played Flappy Bird before, this is basically what the game is. It's just basically a bird that just goes up and down by tapping, and you want to get between the tubes without hitting it. Now, the developer actually pulled this off the App Store because he said it was too addicting and he didn't want to create something that was taking so much time away from people or something like that. But I actually heard he was making over $50,000 a day and over $1 million a month, which is insane. So let's take a look at some alternatives, starting with Flappy Duck. Now, this game has a lot of ads throughout and they pop up at various times, as you can see like that. You've also got the ads at the top. So we'll go ahead and start this up. Now this game is very poor in terms of how it looks. Instead of the actual duck moving, it looks like the game is actually moving. So the actual background stays in one position, the duck stays in one position, but the bars or tubes, whatever these are, come towards you. Now also I find that the duck jumps very slowly and it's not as accurate as Flappy Bird, but it does give you that same similar style of game. The next Flappy Bird alternative is called Fly, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this one here. It also has advertisements that pop up throughout the game. It's a little bit different. If you tap to fly, you can see it does move the same way as Flappy Bird. It's a little bit faster in terms of how you have to tap. I find that it's not as accurate. As you see there, I barely even got close to the tube, but it does count as a hit. So it does feel a lot like Flappy Bird. The bird isn't as accurate when you tap as Flappy Bird is, but it is, again, another alternative to that game. The next alternative is Splashy Fish, and it's actually the best alternative to Flappy Bird right now. It's #1 in the App Store in the free section at the time of this video. It plays exactly like Flappy Bird, except you're in water, and you can see we've got different animations. Instead of a bird, you're now a fish, but it feels really accurate in terms of comparison to Flappy Bird, and it does work really well. Again, this is probably the best bet you're going to get if you're looking for the most Flappy Bird-like game around. The next alternative is City Bird, and this game once again has a lot of ads throughout. You have banner ads as well as pop-up ads that'll appear at different times. It does play a lot like Flappy Bird, but you're in the city now, and you can see you have to cross between buildings, and there's actually things between the buildings which I think are leaves, but I'm not 100% sure. One thing to keep in mind though with this is that it doesn't feel exactly like Flappy Bird. It seems like this bird here sort of jumps up and down a little bit faster, so it is a little bit harder, but as you play it a little bit, it does get very easy to control. Next is Iron Pants, and this is actually a little bit different to Flappy Bird. This game, you don't just tap, you sort of have to hold, and he goes up and you got to let go for him to come down. It goes really fast and it's really hard, but if you can manage to play this game, you can actually do pretty good. I've only been able to get up to 4. It's the same similar type of game. You just need to cross between, if I could ever do this, cross between the blocks or these wooden boxes here, and once you do that, just like Flappy Bird, more of them will appear and you want to get through to the next one. Lastly, we have Flappy Pig. Now this game is pretty similar to Flappy Bird, the same aspect. You just tap to go up and let go to come down. The difference is this one here, you can actually hit these a few times, up to 3 times until you die, and that gives you a little bit of leniency. So if you're not that good, you won't end the game so quickly. As you can see, I'm still having trouble, but it does give you some chance to actually get through and get used to it. One thing I don't like is that the control is very rough, so you really need to tap it a lot to get up, and if you're too low, you will have no chance at coming down. I also find that this game in particular, you don't even need to get close to the actual tips before it does count you as a hit. So it's not as accurate as Flappy Bird or some of the other games, but it is a good alternative if you're looking for a game like this. Anyway guys, those were some alternatives and some knockoff games to Flappy Bird. My favorite is Splashy Fish. For obvious reasons, it's very similar to Flappy Bird. It feels exactly the same and it works really well. So if you're looking for a game like that, I strongly suggest you check out Splashy Fish or any of the other alternatives, and let me know in the comment box down below which is your favorite knockoff to Flappy Bird, and if you didn't get Flappy Bird, which one you're using right now. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, it helps me out a lot. Also feel free to subscribe. I post videos on all kinds of things related to tech, how-tos, tutorials, tips, and tricks, and I'm always here to answer your questions if you need them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.